Jason Kaiser from Origin, and I'm here to give you a couple tips to help you survive this horrible, beautiful lifestyle of being a touring death metal musician in 2019. My fucking guidance counselor can see me now. So, number one, this might be controversial. It's my personal touring tip. Wear a hoodie all the time. Summer, winter, if it's hot, it's cold. Because you conserve heat in the summertime. If you're wearing the hoodie, you'll save it for when you go on tour in the winter, and it'll be much warmer. People don't believe me, but it's true. I do it all the time. It also is your pillow, your blanket, your eye shade, your booger rag. It's just everything you need. If I could break down my tour packing into like one book bag, the hoodie is the most important thing. And it has to be your favorite hoodie, and it has to represent, it's gotta be brutal and underground. Other than that, tour life, generally, if you haven't done it, it can be summed up most consistently as you develop a general equilibrium very early on where you're never hungry, really. You're never really full. You're never really tired, but you're never really awake. You're never really drunk, but you're never really sober. It's just this tour equilibrium of just hazy nothingness after a while. Because you forget, as somebody that goes to shows, it's exciting for you. It's your Thursday afternoon at the concert, seeing your favorite band. But for your favorite band, he's been doing the exact same thing every single day for months at a time sometimes. It's different, but it's exactly the same every single day. So the equilibrium kicks in quick. So to stay sane, you just have to confront that. You have to embrace that you get into an existential crisis and you don't exist anymore, and you are just one solid level of nothing. And that is tip number 2. Tip number 3, never upset the tour gods. The tour gods are very real. They are fickle. They giveth, but they taketh away. They have no real denomination or specific iconography to represent them, but they exist. The tour gods are when you're driving down the street and you blow a trailer tire, but you happen to blow a trailer tire right in front of a Jiffy Lube or whatever, in front of a gas station, and that's the tour gods giveth, taketh away. You can't be too cocky. You can't predict that the show will be fantastic, because then the show will fail. You can't be cocky about your performance that night, because then you'll like trip and fall on stage and make an ass of yourself. They are listening all the time. And one day, I've been slowly building this religion, and one day I will praise them as they deserve to be praised, because they have kept us alive in circumstances that just, in all logic and reason, should not exist. So never slight the tour gods. Personal amendment for Origin for the tour gods. One of our personal rituals that we've done every tour is our home base, we're from everywhere. I live in New York, guitar player lives in California, drummer lives in New York City, but our home base and our heart is always in Topeka, Kansas, and that's where Mike Flores lives, and that's where our general gathering before tours, where all our shit is. And one of our rituals, and you never fail, or else Anthony, our sound guy, will yell at us and for disgracing the tour guides, but we always watch The Ballad of Ricky Bobby for some reason on DVD at Talladega Nights at Mike Flores' house, and somehow that keeps us safe, keeps the train moving. I believe it was one tour that our rental van broke down on the way to the first show when we didn't watch Ballad of Ricky Bobby in Texas. But they were kind, because we broke down in front of a barbecue restaurant, and then Crazy Town pulled in their bus, and we thought that was hilarious. Other tips, it goes without saying, never turn down a shower, don't be afraid to take a chance and stay at a fan's house. They're usually happy to host, and I think I've only stayed at one place where there was actually spray painted bed bugs on the outside of the building. And so generally, everybody's, this is a community of people. We all work together. We're all in the same boat. And you can't get too proud. You can't get too, I only stay at the finest Days Inns on the street. And tip number 5, moist wipes. We call them hooker baths. When you can't get a shower too often, you just get in there and you gauge the quality of the day by the darkness of the stain on your moist wipe when you pull it up from your personal cleansing. And some days it's Some days it's brown, some days it's clear, some days it's red, and those are scary days.